Hello gamers, I'm Online Gamer Richie, and this is the Daily Game Review, where I take a game and give it an honest review that is based on my opinion.
Today's game, Rogue Legacy. The game starts off with a tutorial and not the title screen, so I'll just go ahead and play through the basic tutorial of how to play. This game can be played with a game controller or the keyboard mouse. I will say that it is a little better to play with the controller than it is with the keyboard mouse, but I'm going to go ahead and play it with the keyboard and mouse. This game is the first game that I have ever played that had this random generator basically for creating the way the castle works. And basically the story of this is there's this castle that there's a curse and you are trying to break the curse. However, every time you go into the castle changes. And so basically the tutorial kind of gives you the basic story of it at first, kind of how things are going, and also as you play the game you'll find books that will go ahead and continue on with the story. So let's go ahead and talk about the graphics. Now, at this point in the time in the game, you're going to see that it's all black and white. It actually is in color. It's just the way that this part of the game works. The graphics are kind of an older looking graphics. Not quite 8-bit, but it's not quite the 64 or up-to-date graphics that a lot of players are looking for. But that doesn't really matter so much in this game. I mean, the graphics work, and while that might be a point of contention for some players, it's not one for me. The storyline is what it is. It's not huge or anything like that. And it's a very basic storyline. And here we go. Here's the title, Rogue Legacy. So here's a couple things about this game that I happen to like. First of all, random generation. The graphics are not bad. They're not great, but they're not bad. I'm going to give it, probably about a 5 because, I mean, they could have had it a little more up-to-date, a little better looking. The music in it, once again, it's not the greatest music. However, there are points in the game where you can actually change the music a little bit. So that's pretty nice too. So I'm gonna give the music probably a 5 as well. Along with that, in the game, plenty of mobs. There's a bunch of different types of mobs. So this isn't like some of the other games that I will be reviewing. However, this one right here is a platform. So let's go ahead. So we've already talked about those two things. Let's go ahead and talk about the controls. The controls on the controller is a lot easier to handle than on the keyboard and mouse. However, you can change the defaults on the keyboard. So that can change things around for you. Also, this is a rogue-like game. So when you die, that's it. That character is dead. However, what they did do is when you do die, that you come back with what they call the heir. So this would be the offspring of this character that you're playing right now. This game also has besides the roguelike, but RPG aspects to it, where you can actually kind of upgrade the character or the type of characters that you'll have access to. And there are several what I'm going to call boss fights. These boss fights are all different, and each one takes a different type of way of going about it. And as of right now, this is one of them, the giant eyeball Kaidir. What you're kind of looking for in this game is a bunch of money, so you can upgrade your character. So right now I just died. So what's gonna happen is, at this point, I'll be able to choose from 3 different heirs if I choose to do so, which I'm not going to do. I'm just going to take the first one right there, but you can see the past characters that you've played, or the beginning character, and then the character that you just played, and then the next heir in line, and you choose that one. And then this is where the RPG aspect comes in. You can purchase your basically your basic house and then upgrades for your characters from this. And there are a lot of upgrades: health, mana, armor. You go from a knight to a paladin if upgraded properly. Characters will gain new skills through this. Paladins have a shield block plus skills, and then you can upgrade your armor by this guy right here, the blacksmith, but you have to find the patterns for him. There's also what I'm going to call the enchantress that you can upgrade to, and she will be able to ruin the armor so you can gain new skills like the ability to get more money, or short flight, double jumps, faster speed movement, things like that. Even each time you kill a mob, gain some health back. I'm going to admit I have played this game a little bit. I have hundreds of hours playing this game, so that should tell you right there that this game is quite fun, at least in my opinion. So right here, this is going, I'm sure, go ahead and show you this one right here. I've got 3 choices. I've got like a mage, I've got 2 paladins, and the other thing about this, which is unique, is the characters. They all have different types of personalities.
If you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. And as always, play the game your way.